Hey, what's up, my friends? Action Figure Junkie back with you with another toy review reveal. This one being the Peter Parker from the new Spider-Man retro wave of Marvel Legends, released recently here in the US, based on the 1994 through 1998 cartoon series that played on Fox Kids. I was definitely in my late teens, early 20s watching that show and loving it. Wasn't a kid, but still dug it. Wanted to open this right here live for you on the air and see what I think, give you a toy review and reveal on it. So let's take a look at the packaging. I didn't really discuss this too much on the Daredevil one, but I definitely dig the packaging. I love the logo, the Spider-Man logo from the 1990s era show. The cool little picture here, and the awesome neon purple and pink New York cityscape in the background is super cool. And then on the back, you get a little bit of information on Peter and who else is in the wave. Daredevil, Gwen Stacy / Mary Jane. We'll get into that one. Green Goblin, which I'm ridiculously excited about. Electro, and then what I will be doing last, Spider-Man. So let's check it out. Now, when I get into these, I usually just really rip. Now, let me take a. I'm actually going to look at look through the package very well to make sure there aren't any blemishes, to make sure his head doesn't have a giant ding in it. For those of you that watched my Daredevil review, you'll know what I'm talking about. That's a little bit disappointing, but S happens. Someone's got to deal with it. That being me, and you just move on. All right. Yeah. Goodbye. All right, so I really dig this cool retro camera. I wonder what kind of camera Mr. Parker would be using these days. All right, let's get you on over here. We will flip these bad boys so you can see him more clearly. All right, we don't need to stand pigeon-toed, do we, Peter? All right, so let's check out this Peter Parker. Now, all right, the camera's pretty cool. It's a bit, well, I guess you'd say very retro. Focus in on that there, my friend. It's definitely a giant, like, Canon, Nikon, circa 80s and 90s. But that's cool because it wouldn't really be that exciting if he held his iPhone 10. I dig this head. This is an alternate head. Now in the comic books, I don't know how often they did it in the animated series, but in the comic books, whenever Peter's spider sense would tingle, half of his face would turn into Spider-Man and he'd get these squiggly lines that would emanate from his head and shoot out into a point. You can buy those on eBay, and they're very cool. All right, where were we? For those of you who were saying, geez, Junkie, why don't you wait until the trash truck is out of your neighborhood? Thanks, I heard your advice and I decided to take it. All right, moving right along. So we've got this cool head. You can get those cool extensions I was talking about on eBay that make it look like he's got his spider sense tingling. And we'll just try that head on right now. I'm not too sure why they didn't sell that with this. It would have been a cool added effect, but there are a lot of cool customizers online doing a lot of cool stuff with 3D printing. So if you're so inclined to get one, I know you can find one on eBay. Just I would enter, Spider-Man Spider Sense, something like that. Let's get our lighting a bit better. I think he looks really cool with that head on. Looks like he's kind of in a sense of danger and peril, but he's not really dressed for it. Speaking of dress, let's check out the clothes. I dig these cool jeans. I like the fresh kicks. I'm a big fan of white tennis shoes, like all white tennis shoes. I think they look clean and neat, and he looks like he takes good care of his. The jacket is a typical Marvel Legends style in that the torso and the sleeves are a different color. The sleeves are the same color as the jacket. Obviously, if the sleeves were loose, it would look very puffy and strange. I know some figures do that, like not Mayfex, but I don't know. It'll come to me. Anyway, it looks cool. I dig the baby blue shirt. The physique looks nice. He stands well. He poses well. And you know, in the off chance that Peter's got to get into some kind of crazy pose to avoid danger, it looks like he could pretty easily do it. Speaking of heads, though, let's take a look at this head. I don't know quite how I feel about it. Now, for those of you who aren't... Oh, that's interesting. Huh. I guess if I was so inclined to remove these glasses, it looks like they're stuck on right here at the head. But it doesn't look like it would be hard to remove them, and you'd have a glasses-free Peter. Peter Parker really only wore his glasses, especially these big round, you know, John Lennon nerd specs, in the very, very early issues of Amazing Spider-Man, and I honestly don't remember him ever wearing them in the cartoon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that was a thing he did. So these glasses, the choice is strange, because at this, literally at this body style, at this height, at this physique, at which he was like, you know, pretty much a grown man in college or later, he wouldn't have been wearing those glasses. So what we're going to do, because we're an avid collector, we always kind of have something you could back it up with. How does this work? Yeah, it sits a little low. That's a head. That's another Spider-Man head. It sits a little low. It doesn't really make it look like he's got much of a neck. So I'm going to weigh my options. I don't know that I like that. I might have to take that off. You do what you want. I'm going to do what I want, because I know I wouldn't be selling this thing. So this is another, yeah. So that style of Legend head does not quite look right. But while we got heads out, just because for fun, Torch. Yep, doesn't look like he has much of a neck. Hey, ladies, what do you think? I really want to see how this one looks. And it doesn't really even fit. Actually, it does. Ooh, that's nice. A brown leather jacket with some jeans. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a pretty good photo op for a Steve Rogers right here. This is actually pretty exciting, because this is kind of how I picture. I mean, this is when you see Chris Evans' character in the Marvel movies. You know, when he's not Captain America. You know, brown leather jacket and jeans is pretty much uniform for that guy. And while we have him here, since we're having fun. He's a little too tall, though, right? What about this guy? Go ahead, make my day. That doesn't look bad. Punisher's got to be a lot bigger, though, so that doesn't really work either. All right. So we've had our fun, and now it's time to go. Okay. Put the head back on. I might keep the glasses. I might get rid of them. It looks like you can probably do that, and he's got those nice brown eyes underneath the glasses. So overall, I think this is a good figure. I'm not too sure I agree with the use of the glasses. Let's see how well he holds his camera. Oh, probably pretty well. I think they're an interesting choice, but not one that I really agree with aesthetically. The camera, as I do this and I waste time, is not terribly easy to put up to his eye. So we'll figure that out and play with it. Maybe there's a... Where's the joint? No, the joint only goes up and down. There you go. Tilt him to the side slightly, which is kind of the way a lot of photographers stand, and you got a pretty good look. All right, so I don't know what else I can say about him. I really dig having this body. I'd love to take pictures of Peter with Gwen / Mary Jane. Take pictures of Captain America also. I don't think I would, in the shot, let people see the white sneakers. That's not a very Captain America thing, I feel like. So tell me what you think. Feel free to hit me up. Find me on all the socials. This was my review for the Peter Parker version of the Spider-Man Retro Wave from the 1990s animated series. I really appreciate you watching. Find me on all the socials. Keep your family safe. Keep you safe. Keep happy. Be good. Do all the things you need to do to make yourself happy and healthy. Thanks for watching, peeps. Bye.